All right, Scorpion submachine gun.
I didn't notice that at first. Now, I know we've already looked at a Cybertruck durability test. Whether or not Whistling Diesel is going to upload a part 3 to that, I don't know quite yet. But today, Brandon Herrera is testing to see how bulletproof it really is. And I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. So let's jump straight into it.
Now, you've seen every broccoli-headed streamer on the planet shoot the Cybertruck to test if it was bulletproof.
Okay, I instantly know he's talking about fucking Aiden Ross.
If it ricochets, it's not gonna.
If it wasn't meant for us to die, we're not gonna die.
Like 9 times out of 10, they pop it a couple times with a 9mm and then call it a day. I am curious, though, exactly how bulletproof
Instantly knew
the
it was
outside
Aiden
of a
Ross.
Cybertruck is, just in case my bastard neighbors take another attempt on my life. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing
Jesus,
today. We're
what the
gonna be
fuck was
taking a
that?
variety of different weapons and different calibers and stepping it up to see exactly how much a Cybertruck will stop. So today we're going to get downright scientific and see just how bulletproof the Cybertruck really is. And then I might get a little silly with it. Now, only certain parts of the Cybertruck are actually rated to be bulletproof, so to speak. Those parts include the doors, which is the only part I really give a shit about, to be honest. I mean, if I'm getting shot at, I want me protected, not the people I have tied up in my trunk. This bad boy, not only is it fun to drive, but it's also been a pretty good prop here on the channel. So instead of shooting this one, I'm actually going to be shooting a Cybertruck door that I was able to find. So we're going to be shooting this piece by piece with different calibers to see exactly how much damage
but I'm
it
okay
does
with it.
until we get to something that stops it. Let's be honest, we're not going to stop there. We're just going to keep shooting shit out of it. Starting out, obvious place, 22LR in the MP7 at home, no less. So load up a couple of these and we're going to see if it stops on the Cybertruck door. Spoiler alert, it should. I mean, it really fucking should.
Yeah, it really should.
All right, so got a little bit of a dent.
Yeah, not really a
much,
surprise
to be
here.
honest. It looked worse coming up to it, but now, like, when I look over the top of it, it's, yeah. Nothing major,
not a
but
surprise.
that was honestly to be expected. So if you're attacked by a squirrel hunter, the Cybertruck has you covered. Moving on up, this next one is for all you Stalker and Tarkov fans. We have a 9x18 Makarov.
That is a pretty fucking sexy gun. Like that. Oh, Norinco too. That is a pretty fucking sexy gun.
Basically just a spicy 380. This one's actually a Norinco one, so that's kind of cool. I have a huge Makarov collection.
My brother owns a Norinco. Not one of these. Not going to say what kind of gun, but yeah. Love the fact that I instantly knew what brand that was.
I just love these little fucking things for some reason. Probably one of the more complete ones, I'd think, but maybe one day I'll show them off, see if that's something that interests you guys. But for now, I'm going to shoot a truck door. 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, so we see a little bit of a deeper impact, a lot of a deeper impact, actually. A little bit of texture on that. It's all right, it's good. It's great flavoring for your food. It's kind of like MSG, really. Next up, BZ61 Scorpion in 32 ACP. Now, just in case you owe money to the Czech mob, which I don't, for the record.
Scorpion is also pretty fucking sexy.
Just putting that out there. 3, 2, 1.
I also, for the longest time, I didn't realize it was Czech. I didn't realize it was a Czech gun. I always assumed it was Russian because in the Modern Warfare series, it was always with the Russian Spetsnaz that you always fought. So I always assumed that they were Russian guns.
Saw that, right? All right, Scorpion submachine gun.
I didn't notice that at first.
Did not fare much better than 9x18. In fact, I would actually say that's less of an impression. It's not about the size of the round. It's about the motion in the ocean. In this case,
please never do that again.
So we just fucked, I guess. Next up, we can take these off. We're going for subsonic 9mm out of the MP5 SD for drip factor alone. If you played wet work on Call of Duty 4, we can be friends. All right.
Yeah, that is a drippy fucking gun.
I don't know if it's because I had the ears off, but you could hear that thunk on the door was way more solid.
That is a drippy ass gun. I fucking love that gun. That's such a vibe.
Good. Still some lead in there too. Did not puncture though. So now we move up to supersonic 9mm. Now for supersonic 9mm, we're going to be using my Staccato XC. fucking love this handgun. Firing. We're definitely seeing a lot more of an impression there. Look at the difference between
that's a pretty fucking big difference.
That's fucking crazy. That is proving something that
that's a pretty sizable difference in subsonic versus supersonic.
I said on the channel quite a lot, and something I think we're going to prove here in a second even more, that what punches through armor, what punches through shit like this, is all about speed. So a big round that...
Fuck you, Lightning McQueen.
Slow and fat is not going to punch armor as well as a small round that's really quick. So you saw the difference from speed there, where this is going to go. To really test this, we've got the 45 ACP. The round so full of stopping power that it single-handedly won 2 world wars. Something about the 45 ACP, though, is that while it is a very heavy projectile, I mean, that is just a chunker of a bullet there, it is also pretty slow. I think most 45 ACP is naturally subsonic. So we're going to see how that fares. I'm going to try to put this right above there. I put that 9mm, and we're going to see how it compares.
God, I want one. I want a Thompson.
There you go. So while the 45 ACP that we're using here is about twice the weight of the 9mm that we used, the impression really isn't any deeper. It's a little wider because it's a fatter round, but I don't think it's deeper than the 9mm. But we already kind of knew. I mean, fucking Elon shot this with a 45. A bunch of people have shot it with 9mm. Including, by the way, I do want to point out, somebody said that this could withstand AK fire. That was a clip that was going super viral. It's like, oh, bro, the Cybertruck will stop an AK. All right, maybe simmer.
Who the fuck is this? That's totally...
Maybe
that's 12 use. That's not it.
That AK in the clip was a fucking 9mm. It's probably some, like, Palmetto AKV.
This totally isn't a fucking Gooner bait clip whatsoever.
Or something like that. Not really the same thing. I'll be dead serious here. I have no idea if the next shit that we're going to test is going to be stopped or if it's going to punch right through, but you know what? That's why we do it. Science. Now, when we're talking speed, I would be remiss if I did not mention the FN57. This bad boy fires, shocker, 5.7mm by 28. It's basically like a small rifle round. It's like a little shrunk down 5.56. Very fast. And is actually notorious for certain types of ammunition being able to punch through ballistic vests, like 3A armor. Very rare for a pistol to be able to do.
Sorry. Let me go back a bit. I just completely zoned out for the entirety of what he was just talking about.
Not mention the FN57.
Okay, so yes, it is the 5.7.
5.7mm by 28. It's basically like a small rifle round. It's like a little shrunk down 5.56.
Yep, the whole thing is that it's
and is actually notorious for certain types of ammunition being able to punch through.
Yeah, anti-armor.
It's like 3A armor. Very rare
armor
for a
piercing
pistol to be able to do. But let's see how it fares against the Cybertruck door.
This could actually be pretty fucking interesting. I actually kind of want to know how this does.
Got the triggers kind of dog shit too. There we go. You put one a little lower. That's like right on the line. There you go.
Did it go through? I can't tell.
It wanted to punch so bad. Right in there. I don't know if you can see it on camera.
Ooh, it came close.
A teeny crack right there in the pocket of that crater. Not really any down there, though. So that's actually really interesting. So these are our 2.57 shots. That actually...
I can't be the only one where, when it's something like this, why don't you mark which hole's which? But that's something I always kind of wish these guys would do, that, like, especially on something like this, just take a little Sharpie, like 5.7, 5.7 next to it. You know, I kind of wish they did that so it's easier to keep track of.
I was kind of 50-50 on whether that was going to punch through. But now, I guess we're just going to have to get bigger. This is the Desert Eagle, the Cybertruck's only known natural predator. Aside from the cartel boss Drip, this one is actually not chambered in 50 AE, instead
44.
44 Magnum, as Callahan would say.
The most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off.
Feel free to go ahead and pause and take your bets on this down in the comments, because this one is real. Like after 5.7.
My bet that it comes close. I'm betting close. I'm betting it's 3A? Body armor levels kind of confuse me a bit. I want to say it's like 3A certified.
I don't know what to fucking think anymore.
I think this will stop it.
2, 1. Oh, that looked like it might have done it.
Did it go through it? Yeah, it went through. Never mind. I was wrong. It cracked the steel. It tore it off.
That is actually really cool because it didn't really even like puncture so much as it just like it was just the raw energy of the round tore the material itself in three different little flaps here. You can kind of see if you come over here, you can see just like the
I thought it did. It looked like it did.
Just ripping, especially up from the top. Now on the backside here, yeah, you can see the Pro
double
Joe
pass
kept going
through
there and ripped through. This is obviously a lot skinnier here on the backside.
Yeah, but still a double
This is the
pass
bulletproof
through
part, and this is fucking cool. It actually carved off the jacket. So that there is the copper part, the jacket of the 44 Magnum.
That is pretty fucking cool.
So if you're driving through a bad neighborhood, don't piss off Clint Eastwood, I guess. Just for shits and giggles, we actually do have a real...
Just hope that they don't have fucking 44s.
50 AE Desert Eagle. And it is this absolute fucking drip machine. The flashlight here is just
that
really
is hideous. I love it.
God, this is so...
Come on, Brandon. You should be... You're better than that. You fucking cocked it, then put your fucking hand in front of it. Don't do that.
Actually usable. It's annoying. This one is actually not mine. This is the current Firearms Direct Club giveaway gun, and I can't tell you literally any more than that because YouTube fucking hates that shit. But I can tell you, it's probably going to go through a Cybertruck door. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it did.
No
Nothing.
fucking problems there. Straight through and through. Basically the same thing the 44 did, but with a much bigger hole, which pretty much could be the slogan of the 50 AE, to be frank. Now, back in the realm of shit I'm not sure about, we have the 12-gauge shotgun. This is the KSG-12. You might recognize it. It's usually on the wall behind me when I film. We are using S&B buckshot.
Oh, I was going to say, are you running fucking slugs like it's Black Ops 2?
Penetrate the Cybertruck door? I'd certainly hope so. Again, really not sure. Bird shot, target load, stuff like that, that shit's going to glance right off. I don't really think that would be a problem. Buckshot, it very much depends on distance, which is a good thing because I'm actually going to be backing up a decent bit because, you know...
Yeah, you don't want the pellets, you don't want it ricocheting back at you.
Not a big fan of ricochets. Controversial statement. You know, bullets lose the vast majority of their energy when they hit a target.
Well, yeah, considering on one of Demo's videos, you got hit by a ricochet. Or at least bit of something that ricocheted off something.
Straight on, like a solid target or anything. That being said, I've been the recipient of ricochets from shotguns before. Once bitten, twice shy. It's a fool me once kind of thing.
Fool me once.
I'm assuming that he's talking about the demo video then.
Shame on you. It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
Firing.
What?
No shit.
Oof.
Peppered it pretty fucking good. But, actually, I'm kind of surprised by that. Huh. The pattern was a lot bigger than I would have thought for that distance. Just, I guess, a little bigger. And those did not do nearly as much as I expected. We could actually, well, let's probably shoot this from a little closer, see if it's any different. I'm going to shoot toward the middle this time. Buckshot, round 2. There you go, much tighter pattern.
Ooh.
Damn, Cybertruck, I see you.
Still really nothing.
Cybertruck. I guess you can fuck the farmer's daughter. Probably do that anyway. He probably thinks you're a fat. Now for probably the most common rifle in the United States, the AR-15. This one is a Radiant. I actually like it a lot. Kind of half gamered this one out for some night vision shit. Today we're going to show how velocity defeats everything. 5.56 travels at roughly 3,000 feet per second, and with a 223 diameter bullet, I don't think that this is actually going to be any sort of a challenge for defeating the Cybertruck. I'm going to go for the bottom left here in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, easy. Fucking easy.
Don't think that one's a problem.
Not really a fucking surprise there.
I just bent over to explain that we just Swiss cheesed the door with a rifle round, and I did not realize this was a live Coca-Cola. But the spalling from the other side made it
a non-live
anymore. So yeah, most of you probably could have seen this coming, but the 5.56 was able to just punch holes in it. It just is traveling.
I mean, it's just a steel door. Pretty much, it's just plate steel. It's not like it's treated or anything for being bulletproof. It's not like it's like AR-500. It's not like it's any of that shit.
So fast and carries so much energy because of that. Even though it's only, what, a 55 grain projectile, it's just the speed is what defeats armor. Which is why the majority of police vests, like soft armor vests, anything like that, great at stopping pistol rounds. But as soon as you get a rifle round into the equation, there's just not a lot you can do about it. But, not what I was looking for. But, it can be really fun. And I know exactly the gun to use for this. This, if you're not familiar,
hey, the AK-50!
50 BMG, not to be confused with AE, like the Desert Eagle. 50 BMG, big motherfucker, big motherfucking gun, if you will. And I know this is gonna punch through that door, but it's gonna be fun to look at anyway, especially since we are using Mark 211 Raufous today. Type of specialty 50 caliber ammo that should give us a nice little pop.
But it's also something I can't say the name of on YouTube because otherwise YouTube will age restrict it.
Is this a little gratuitous? Yes. Firing in 3.
Do I care?
2,
No.
1. It's fucking stupid.
God, that noise is so sexy.
So this is your 50 caliber hole here on the back side of the door. You can see that that one left pretty hot. I'm sure you saw in the video all the sparks and everything coming off the back of that one, but what really you can't see in the video that I find really funny is the big ass crater it dug to
Jesus.
China 3 feet behind it. It's tunneling to China specifically because, much like any other type of military equipment, it is hungry for the Three Gorges Dam. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our bulletproof test for the Cybertruck. A couple of those
I'm kind of surprised.
me a little bit.
You know what really surprises me? I'm surprised AK guy didn't shoot it with an AK, whether it's 5.45 or 7.62. I'm kind of surprised about it. He also didn't do 308. I'm actually kind of surprised and kind of let down about it.
Which means today we're doing my favorite kind of science, redneck science. In the words of Adam Savage, anything's science if you write shit down, or in this case, record it. Which means Mia Khalifa's done a lot of science. Anyhow, if there's anything you think we missed, or if there's anything that surprised you, or you don't think we did right, I'm sure if that last one's true, you have already told me down in the comments. If there's anything else you'd like to see coming up, we got some plans, we got some cool content that we've got in the works right now. But let me know, because we do take your comments seriously. Well, sometimes. And I love hearing what ideas for content you guys have, or what content you like or don't like seeing. So let me know what you thought of this down below. Don't be a dickhead to service workers, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, well, that was testing how bulletproof the Cybertruck really is. Make sure you check out Brendan himself on all his platforms on, as you can see here, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that shit. Fucking amazing content creator. I love him. Like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed it and you want to see more of it. I will say I am kind of surprised he didn't shoot AKs at it or 308, but maybe that's something I'm expecting whenever I see Demo Ranch's videos, so who knows? Yeah. Till next time, take care of yourselves. See ya.